Well, guess where I am? It's been a while, but I'm back at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and look at this. Last time I was here, they're still working on the solar panel project, and now it's done, so let's go and check it out. First thing I'll say, oh my god, it's so much shade here. It's cold outside today. Well, it's like 72 degrees. But it's, I can immediately feel the coolness underneath the solar panel. So this summer, and I'm sure last summer it really helped too, but this summer when I'm back to check up on the new coaster project progress, doing updates, I'll be back in January, but I mean, it's gonna continue through summer. It'd be nice to park underneath these solar panels and come back to a nice car that is not, burning hot with seatbelts that are like burning. And it's cool because they have these, provides poles and stuff and opportunities for directional signs like E2 parking things. Because before, you just have these big poles way up in the middle, and it'd be hard to even, you just kind of could tell where you parked. But then it would be like, okay, I got to the pole, but where's my car? But this one, there's little tiny poles, the supports of the solar panels with Viper E2, little sections like that, right by your car. So, and by the way, this is my car, this is why I keep showing it. I don't try not to show anyone else's license plates or anything, but so this is my car, so I hope you're not thinking, why does this guy keep showing this car? But yeah, this is good. This is a dramatic guest improvement, and good job, Six Flags. Things like this really help the guest experience more than like a new coaster or anything. Now that we got that little sorted out, took off my jacket because it's still 72 degrees outside, so again, it's cooler under these solar panels, but it's quite nice in the sun. So very busy day at Six Flags Magic Mountain. We're gonna trudge through it for a little bit, check on the new coaster and some other improvements at the park. Should be a fun morning. And with that, welcome back to Theme Park Wizard. Ethan here. The shuttles are running, which is good. I do hope they run quite frequently, because when last time I've been on the shuttles, they ran like one, and it seemed like one every 20 minutes or something. And it was just faster to walk, but on these very busy days, they should hopefully run more frequently, but I only see one here, so I'll probably just walk, because I didn't actually park too far. And I'll get to the very crowded conditions in a second, because there's a massive line on the sidewalk that I'm about to encounter. But look at Goliath. Nice, get a nice little repaint here. I'm glad they went with the same colors, because, remember they're testing those colors a couple of years ago for the Goliath repaint. They're drastically different. I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but I do like the original colors. It looks great. They're not done yet. You can see there's certain parts, like on that part of the drop, we'll get closer, where still faded, but this is a nice vibrant orange and blue supports. Or was that aqua? I don't know, some sort of blue. But it looks great. The lift hill is done and the first drop is done and shiny. There's Twisted Colossus. And even the helixes are done. Looks like it. This part's not done. Well, this part is, but those two drops, the pieces of track over there, are not quite done. But I do think this could and probably will open up in January, because there's not too much left. Just looks fantastic. Another coaster that is faded is Viper, but I do hope they get rid of that one and not repaint it. I know it's pretty painful, and we'll check on the wait times, because usually, even during busy days like this, Viper still has empty car seats or empty seats, and like half full trains. So that just shows the popularity of that attraction. That's a big pot of land for something much more modern, like a Giga Coaster or something in the future. So I hope Viper gets to demise. It is kind of sad though. It is the last Aero 7 looper in the world, I believe. Be losing that, but Aero's a defunct company, so if something goes wrong with Viper, it's very hard to get those parts made. They have to customize those parts, get them made, which makes it more expensive. And if the ride is not popular, then there's really nothing to justify the cost. Nothing crazy is coming to Magic Mountain in 2025, but Hurricane Harbor is having its 30th anniversary and getting massive improvements. Improvements in the guest services. There's the solar panels looking great. But improvements in guest services, as well as repainting of slides like this guy right here. There's be some new cabanas and new food options. Six Flags in general, the whole company is investing a lot of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, or maybe even $1 billion, but certainly hundreds of millions. They said in the earnings report, but they're investing lots of money in new food options throughout all their 42 parks. So I'm excited to see what new food options come to Hurricane Harbor for the anniversary season and to Six Flags Magic Mountain during event time, seasonal events, and regular restaurants. Because yeah, food quality certainly use a boost. Although during like holiday in the park, like the Aces of the Club ribs, holiday ribs they have here during right now holiday in the park, it's pretty darn good. So they've already been starting to increase the food quality. I'm excited to see what they come up next. It's another new slide complex. Looks like it's kind of repainted, kind of shiny. This guy right here. I've been inside Hurricane Harbor in a long time. I wanted to go last summer, but ran out of time. So maybe this summer we'll pop on in, because we'll be here for the new coaster anyway. Check it out. Yeah, I'm certainly getting my steps in. This still, I wish somehow they can give us like annual pass holders a second entrance over by Scream, or just make this more aesthetically pleasing, this entire walkway, because this is still by far the worst entry experience, like walkway experience. There's no Downtown Disney or no City Walk to walk through, or Knott's even has the Knott's Marketplace to walk through. But this is on a walking, this is in a parking lot, and everyone walks technically where the tram or the buses go. That road we're on is for the buses, not for people. But there's no clear sign that marks that. Also, there's no really dedicated walking path, so that's just where everyone goes. So I don't blame them. Just, yeah, I do hope they improve this whole thing, because even right now, look at this. A little awning here. An awning here would be great, because the sun is right in everybody's eyes. In the summertime, obviously, it's way worse, but even now, it's just directly into the sun. It gets hot here. Walking like this, the shuttles, they don't have freaking shuttle service, so you're almost forced to walk. Another cool repainting on the slide complex. Well, I don't know if there's repainted recently, but when I went on this decades ago, these were different colors. But yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy, it could be just tarps, but something to kind of like an awning over here. And if they really want to go crazy, they can replace this fence with something nicer. But yeah, that may just be wishful thinking. But in terms of the line's kind of back here at this light pole here. I was driving in, so those Evolve scanners are doing a good job, because they're getting people in. And looks like the parking situation, there's waiting a long line about halfway past X2, but I parked open at 10:30. I got here at like 11:18 or so maybe that's why. But they're processing a lot of people, because yeah, no line, which is cool. Good job, Six Flags. That's one thing Six Flags is doing right. Nice upgraded security system, better than Universal and Disney. And obviously the same as Knott's, because now they're the same company, but they both had the same before they merged. So yeah, let's get in and see what's going on in the park. After 6 hours, we finally made it into the park. But no, that was a while. Oh, that took like, what, 20 minutes? Went through security, that wasn't too bad, but the line to get in the park took a while. It's busy today. But yeah, look at these nice holiday in the park decorations here. Holiday in the park lasts just through Sunday, January 5th. So enjoy that. They have hot chocolate, s'mores, and more. It's a beautiful day. Let's go see what's going on with the new coaster first. So, here at Six Flags, we got, here at the Golden Bear Theater, not too much has changed up there, but we have some new markers over there. So let's go ahead and investigate this area. We watched this whole area, and some more land clearing hopefully will happen in January with those new permits that have been filed. They're still in review, but hopefully things will get moving in 2025 for this lovely new roller coaster that'll be happening here, opening in 2026. So we got some new markers here for a 6-inch pipe. 6 foot or 6 inch, I don't know. I don't know if inches is one of those or two of those. I always forget. But yeah, new markers here. And this goes all the way down. All the way over here. Probably maybe connecting to this vent here. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of this ripped up next year. But look, you can have some more pipes. Sorry, not pipes, but more markers here. Some green and orange. Orange I know is electrical, and green all the way up to this vent here. And I don't know if it goes into Bugs Bunny World or not. I don't think so, just this vent. And then they kind of meander all the way back to the project here. So this whole area, wouldn't be surprised if maybe it gets ripped up. Maybe they'll, over time, I don't know if they'll completely block up this walkway or not. But yeah, this could be particularly interesting as we get into next year. Maybe they'll just wall off like this area and kind of rip up this part and allow passageway somehow. We'll see. But that'd be kind of annoying if you can just totally couldn't go over here and you have to go all the way around the park. But maybe that's gonna happen. We'll have to see. Or no, you can just go through Bugs Bunny. They can wall off this area and go through Bugs Bunny World and go around. That's probably what they'll do. So they can go rip up this area. If they need to wall it off, who knows? But we'll have to see. But exciting to see new markers here. And exciting to see this project moving again. As you know, it's been almost over a year, really, since this project has been doing anything. So I'm excited they confirmed it for 2026. Excited to see what it is and to get all these walls going. And I hope, or I was told of a plan where this area becomes like a massive waterfall. Like, see, they use the stairs there as, like, you know, terraces for a waterfall, and they've added pumps and everything. I hope that's still a plan, because that'd be awesome to have the coaster soar over a waterfall. Be like the waterfall out front. Like one of my favorite things about this park. Nice view, that picturesque waterfall out front. So I hope this becomes a massive waterfall, as I've heard, but I only heard it like from one person. But I don't know, there's no like permits or anything for it. But that's a really cool idea. So even if some of it became a waterfall, I hope that's still in the plans. If I hope that was in the plans, and if it is, I hope it's still in the plans, because I think that's really a good idea. Six Flags definitely needs more water features and more beautification. So why not make this a giant waterfall? Or have the coaster soaring over it if it's a flying coaster or inverted motorbike coaster. Found some more markers on the ground here, right at the entrance to the Bugs Bunny World. This is probably the project boundary. Yeah, I wonder if they'll close this whole thing and make us go through Bugs Bunny World, come out that way. In January, when this coaster hopefully will start construction again. Because yeah, there's markers all over this whole area. And this is the easy they can make a bypass route through there. Should also bring more visitation to Bugs Bunny World, which would be pretty cool. And of course, there's the project boundaries. And I don't know if this is last but not least, but more markers have appeared. This is E for Ethan right here. Probably E for electrical or something, but yeah, right by this rock, right at the end of the construction fences here. Here's another shot of Goliath. I wonder if they're gonna refurb the sign too. The sign is iconic and looks great, but I wonder if they're gonna give it a paint job or anything. But yeah, look how shiny it looks. Looks absolutely fantastic here. And see right there is where they started painting the lift hill. Right there, it's faded, and then right there is where the paint job is. Looks What a dramatic difference right there. Yeah, that drop looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, look, even the supports here. Look at that. Faded, painted. Super cool. And yeah, can't wait to see this all done. Hopefully next year, or definitely next year, but hopefully like in January or February, it'll be done. So let's talk about Superman for a second. Superman had its LSMs kind of ripped apart. I guess kind of ripped apart. Someone showed in the parking lot there, LSMs are kind of ripped apart. And many are wondering the fate of the ride. This ride is currently standing but not operating as of recording of this video. What is operating is Lex Luthor. But yeah, the ride itself is not operating. It has been operating for months now. They said it was going to reopen in December, but it's been December. It's almost January and nothing's happening. And could be getting new LSMs or could be getting totally demolished. Maybe this part of the ride track getting demolished. Maybe part of the new coaster goes through here. We'll have to see. Very curious as we'll see what's going on with Superman, because yeah, it's a really cool and unique ride. But I'm still glad Lex Luthor up there is working, because that is the tallest drop tower in North America right now, or in the world, either in the world or North America. There's some new bathrooms being built here by the Twisted Colossus area. There's a permit filed for the demolition and replacement fees, which is great. I'm glad Six Flags continues to demolish and rebuild the bathrooms, make them more accessible, or not accessible, more modern, and probably more accessible too. They usually come with the bottle refillers, so that's pretty exciting. Very excited for this to be done. They've gone vertical, obviously, so it shouldn't go too much taller than this. So hopefully by next year, sometime by maybe spring or so, or even February or March, this could be open. It's pretty nice. And here's another look at the Goliath repainting project. Looks pretty cool from this angle. See how much of the lift hill is left to go, and how much is faded. They've gone to the side, but they just got to get to the other parts. But they've gotten this part, and yeah, I'm sure next month they'll just crush off the lift hill, and they'll be done. Almost done. Looks great though. Cannot wait for it to reopen again. This looks just really fantastic in my opinion. Yeah, Six Flags does a fantastic job on the repainting of coasters. When they repaint the Tatsu, that looked great, the Nickelodeon colors, and now Goliath looks good too, so pretty awesome. So let's talk about Wonder Woman for a second. Wonder Woman is running 3 trains. So 1, 2, and 3. That's good, because for a while there was running only 1 train, but the CEO said they want to go ahead and get at least 2 train ops on all these coasters here at Six Flags and all their parks, which is awesome. There's Hawkins High School for the Stranger Things house. They're keeping that up, which is cool, probably for a screen break, and of course the Fright Fest period. Yeah, 2 train or more ops is awesome. I'm glad, because this has 4 trains, so the fact that they're running 3, they have probably 1 in refurbishment, and they rotated, is fantastic. And I'm glad they got that up and running. There's been a new storage track that's been constructed. Permits were filed for that a few months ago. From pictures I've seen, it's been constructed in the backstage back there. That's super cool. And yeah, I'm so glad it's running efficiently. There's no delays. As soon as 1 train comes in, another train's going out, which is great. Yeah, Wonder Woman running fantastically. And the DC area, even though it was severely budget cut, remember there's gonna be a restaurant right there, or right here. Oh wow, so I didn't actually notice this. They because remember the walls are up, they demolished the Flash restrooms. It's right here, and it turns out they took the walls down, but they put a new planter. There's no restrooms. I guess the new restrooms, the new Colossus restrooms can make up for those, but there's also Colossus restrooms over there, so yeah, there's no new restrooms up here. That's kind of disappointing. I wish they'd keep the restrooms, or rebuild the restrooms, because these are one of the bigger, nicer restrooms they had here, the Flash ones. Now it's just I guess the entrance to the Stranger Things house and a new planter. Little disappointing, but at least they have some more green right here. Need more shade though, still, not just in this particular area, but just like everywhere. There's Crazy Entity, and that Let's try making our way out of the park. Already 12:30. Had a nice fun time. Got a lot of steps in. Spent a lot of time waiting in lines. Not even inside the park, but waiting in lines, parking lot, and at the entrance, and then like security, and then at the entrance to the park. The inside of the park doesn't seem too bad though. It's like crowd levels. Not as crowded as I thought, at least from the outside. The ride-away time, especially with 2 train ops and everything, hopefully shouldn't be too bad. I don't see a wait time sign anyway, but so I don't know if they are, but it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And yeah, so yeah, make our way to the entrance. But yeah, I'll be back more consistently starting next month. Want to track the progress of the coaster, and of course smaller projects like the Goliath repainting, the brand new bathrooms. I wonder if they'll change. These are kind of nicely themed restrooms. This one, if they ever change them, I wouldn't want them to demolish the building. I'd want them just to remodel the interior, because the outside is one of the actual very themed restrooms. So I would want them to keep that the same. But yeah, very curious what they'll do, if they're gonna wall off this area and make us go through Bugs Bunny for the whole coaster project. We'll see in just a matter of weeks. Hello, buddy. I wonder if they'll rename this area, because no, High Sierra territory, that's when Logjammer and stuff was here, but lots gone. Full Throttle has nothing to do with High Sierra. So I wonder if they're gonna rename this area, because it kind of doesn't exist anymore. Before I leave, I want to show you, I've actually found some more markers on the way up to here. What does this say? It says collapse. So I guess maybe they'll be collapsing this area. And then the markers go into backstage over there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this whole area is definitely marked. I definitely think they'll have to, for some major groundwork to happen here, I feel like they definitely have to wall off this area and have us go through Bugs Bunny. Or else, how are they going to do it? We'll have to see. Before I forget, I want to talk about the front entrance sign. I'm talking about the one off the freeway. It's getting a nice little refurbishment. Has a new little, backboard there. It looks like they repainted it. And right now it has no sign, no name. And it still has Magic Mountain Hurricane Harbor on the bottom. But it's very interesting, because with the Cedar Fair takeover, they've started to kind of rename some parks, taking out the Six Flags. Like Six Flags Great Adventure would be Great Adventure, for example. So I'm curious if that's going to happen here to Magic Mountain. It should be called Magic Mountain, and then take away the Six Flags, which that's how it used to be before Six Flags bought it over. So that'd be a nice change. Makes each park more unique, more personable. Personalizes each park. Just saying, makes it feel like it's less of a chain. When just Six Flags this, Six Flags that, makes it feel like it's less of a change. You can tell that's the Cedar Fair influence, because Cedar Fair does that with their parks. Knott's Berry Farm, Cedar Point. It's not called Cedar Fair at Knott's Berry Farm. It's called Knott's Berry Farm. So very curious to see if that happens here. It's already happened to a couple of Six Flags parks, and I feel like with this sign change here, I feel like it'll happen to our park as well, which would be awesome. And as we head back to the car, almost there, our 600-mile walk. As we head there, I think it's time to close out the video. Had a nice time at Six Flags. First time, it was the last time this year. First time in a while. Like I said, I'll be back in January when some land clearing starts on the roller coaster for what should we call it? I'll be going ahead and doing that. Be here every other week or so. That's the plan, at least once a month. But I gotta get to Universal and Disney and Six Flags. Those 3 parks in only 2 days in a weekend. Awesome. Got my lovely fiance to spend time with, so I'll work it all in there. But it'll be a little bit tough. Six Flags might have to get the short end of the stick, because Disney and Universal will have a lot of going on. So, but we'll see. Especially Universal, as you know, have a lot going on. But right now we're gonna head to Viper E2. That's where I parked. And if you guys like this video, press that thumbs up button. And If you like it a lot and you want to see more content from me at those different theme parks and also coverage from Orlando parks as well, you can subscribe. Press that nice subscribe button. It's free. And if you want to help out even more, you can become a member to the channel for as little as $1 a month. Click the join button down below. You can do member-only live chats, or live streams where only members can comment. You can do early access to nearly every single video. Try to do as much as I can. Even if it's by an hour, it's still an early access by an hour. But that's one of my goals for next year. Give more member content for sure, but more early access time, so like a day in advance, type of thing like that. Like this video will probably have a day in advance early access to members. So click that join button down below. And thank you to all my current members. I have 8 members right now. Appreciate all of you for the extra support. Those of you have been around for a few months now, like Frank the Mouse, Mr. Sean, and SoCal Enthusiast, Robert Parsons, and then some newer members like Jordan and another new member. Forgot the name at the top of my head, but they joined in the last couple of days. So thank you guys so much. And as always, have an epic day.